You are welcome to the Wealthy Continent channel, a channel dedicated to the great people and continent of Africa. Remember, it is not the place that defines status of the people. Rather, it is the people that defines the status of the place. As we continue our journey of financial literacy, we're going to be looking at the topic, take charge of your retirement. Many years ago, out of curiosity, I started to do some studies about how did pension come about. When we talk about retirement, people, majority think about old age. And retirement doesn't necessarily have to be old age. It might be somebody leaving one career to another. It might be somebody because of the industry like sport, they have to retire early because that's what the industry demands. You get to a certain age, you are not at your peak performance, so you need to retire. But we're going to be concentrating on old age this time around. One of the things I found out during my study was that they created a pension pot for people because they saw that not everybody managed their resources well in their working years. So when they became old, there wasn't money to fend for themselves. At the same time, they became a liability to the country. So it was decided, okay, we're going to be taking part of your income when you're working and be setting it aside, investing it for you. So by the time you get to your old age, there's a pension pot waiting for you. Now, I got to see that. So I made a conclusion based on two things. I saw that some people will not need pension because they are good managers of their resources. They are good investors. And there are names that I can mention. You will never think about retirement. They don't even think about retirement because they have become prosperous due to how they have managed their resources and the businesses that they have. While it's not everybody that will be an entrepreneur, but everybody can be an investor. So for those people who are employees and working, and a certain percent is being taken out of your salary to be put aside and invested for you so that when the time comes, you have something that you can live on. Because life continues. There will always be living expenses until somebody leaves this earth. You will always pay for your food, transportation, shelter, and all those stuff. They will always be there. So it's either you settle with a pension or you go ahead of that and start investing for yourself. Because then you are in charge. You know where your money is going. You know what your money is doing. At the same time, you are learning more about investing. So you are not just doing it because of yourself. You are learning new skills. You are learning how things work. If you are a business person, from your profit, you are investing more into your business, into other businesses. And when you become prosperous, there are some things that you don't need because you manage your resources well. If you are an employee as well, you are thinking long term. You are not going to get rich quick scheme because when you lose your money, you have to start all over again. You are learning about where to put your money and why. You are ready to embrace financial literacy because that is what is going to propel you. People start doing things consistently, committedly, when they understand why they are doing it. When you embrace financial literacy and see that you don't have to be in business to invest in businesses, you don't have to own a business to invest in business, and you can invest your money to grow over a period of time, then you embrace this and you'll be doing it committedly. Now, some people don't do this because they think, okay, I'm going to take care of my children. And my children will be my investment plan because when I'm old, they will take care of me. Some people do this. It to me is not the best of ways of handling it because you don't want to burden your children. If they can't find, but you don't want to now say, because I've done this, you have to do this. No. Your job is to take care of them as a parent. And if they give you anything when you are old, that's fine. But because you have embraced financial literacy, you are doing what you are supposed to do, you retire with dignity. One of the things you have to understand is this. Retiring with dignity starts with a plan. You have to have a plan. Okay, what happens? Averagely, people work 40 years in their working life. Some people do more than 40 years. But for 40 years, you start, how will this journey be? When I'm old, how do I want to live? There will still be living expenses. You don't want to be a liability to anyone. You don't want to be a liability to the government. You don't want to be a liability to your family or children. So a plan must be in place. Becoming an investor means you are learning about how money works. And that's a good thing. As long as we live on this earth, we will need money. So how does money work? How do you multiply your money on a long-term basis? Please avoid all the shortcut, get quick, rich scheme, because most people lose their shit. You don't want to lose yours. Now, when it comes to your health, you want to take your health, you want to enjoy your money as well. That comes into play. Based on the experiences that you have gathered, if you're a business person or you are working in a particular area and you don't just want to sit down when you retire, you can offer your services for consultation basis because you have the experience, you have the know-how, and you have done it before. One of the things you have to appreciate about this is those who plan live a different life altogether. Money is not their issue. They enjoy their retirement. They have developed themselves and they have things that they have planned to do after retirement, because you can't just sit down. The way we have been programmed on this world, in this life, is for us to be proactive, for us to be engaged. So even after you have hung your boot in a certain profession, you can still be useful to the society. You can still be useful to organization. You can still share your experiences, your knowledge to help others who are coming. I want you to understand something. If you don't take care of your retirement, nobody will. Now you can get crumbs from other people, but that is not the way you want to retire. Start planning your retirement today. Start putting money aside today. Start learning about how investment works today. And let compound interest do its magic over a period of time. The earlier we start, the better for us. If you have been getting value from our videos, we would like you to consider subscribing to this channel, clicking on that like button and sharing with others. Remember, a candle does not lose its value by giving light to others. Thanks for watching, but we'll see you next time.